Hey guys, it's the Party Panda from Team Panda this time. Yeah, you can check out my other channel, the Party Panda Network. Anyway, to the topic of this video, I'm going to be making a soundtrack analysis on one of the songs from the RWBY soundtrack. I know one YouTuber, Eruption Fang, is doing this, and I will admit I have taken inspiration from him. I am not going to be doing any of the music that he has done already. I'm just going to do some of the stuff that he has not done yet. But I am probably going to be doing mine a bit differently than his. Instead of going by like little chunks of it, I'm going to go verse by verse and through the chorus and through the bridge. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to be doing Bad Luck Charm, which showed up in Volume 4 in that awesome fight with Crow against Tyrion, which was one of the coolest fights of the volume, I think. Anyway, let's start this. I'm lazy, so I'm not doing the editing thing. Just gonna record my screenplay now. Yeah, all credit to the lyric video goes to the channel Flint of RWBY. Okay, so that was the first verse. Hi. Okay, that was the first verse. Basically what it's saying there is it's talking about how Crow's semblance works. How everyone that he's near gets misfortune. I can't speak English today. Anyway, but if we go back to the beginning here, to the first stanza, we got pain and fate. Pain, obviously. Okay. I can't talk today. Anyway, so these two things, pain and fate, are both bad, negative things. Fate can be interpreted as positive as well, but destiny would probably be more of a positive spin on it. And then it looks like in these, there's a positive thing after, reward and friend. What it's saying here, in this one, is pain is your reward for being near him, since he's going to bring misfortune to everyone he's around. So, yeah, and then fate. If fate's not your friend, then you are going to have a bad day, obviously. So again, that's talking about a semblance. Okay, second stanza. Blame him for the tragedies that follow and grave the situations that surround. So blame him for the tragedies that happen when you are near him. And grave, that is talking about the situations or the tragedies of that. Okay. Here, Harbinger, it's kind of like a messenger, or in the newest description, it's like a shelter for an army, essentially. So what it's kind of talking about here is, depending on whether you're friend or foe, depends on if you're going to have positive or negative interactions with Crow, is what I got from it. And then this line here I don't really know how to interpret this, because colors are interesting in RWBY because they actually play a big role. So I don't really know how to interpret this. Maybe from like warm, happy colors to like dark, cold colors, because misfortune, I suppose. Okay, now here. This is talking about how he can't turn off his semblance whatsoever. He can't help it. He can't help the fact that his semblance brings pain and everything, which is what this one's about. Okay, let's go into the chorus. Okay, so that was the chorus right here from... Okay, here's the first line. I am no one's blessing. That's obviously, if you are someone's blessing, a blessing would give you good fortune, and he does the opposite. And then next line, man, this is really cringy. I'll just bring you harm. Again, referring to how his semblance, all it does is bring misfortune. That's it. He can't really change it. He can't fix it whatsoever. It's just a fact of life. Like, crap. There we go. Okay. Cursed black cat and albatross mirror broken. All of these things are signs of bad luck. A black cat, if it crosses your path, is a sign of is a sign of bad luck. An albatross is a sailor's sign of bad luck. And a mirror broken, everybody knows if you break a mirror, you get bad luck for 7 years, I think it is. Okay. Sad to say I'm a bad luck charm. That's just talking about the thing we covered of his semblance. He is literally a living bad luck charm. Okay, let's go into the second verse. Okay, I'm going to go through the whole verse, but first off I want to touch up on this. You and I are not the same, you don't want the burden on my name. This is really interesting. A lot of people have interpreted this in hand with the theory that Crow is actually RWBY's father, which I think makes sense. But this this line does make sense, because you and I are not the same, you don't want the burden on my name. Obviously he's referring to his family and his last name. He wouldn't say this to one of his relatives, such as his sister. This line maybe, but this one definitely makes it so that this one would not be referring to Raven. This one, you don't want the burden on my name, would be referring to one of his descendants, not one of his relatives in his generation or ones before. So, unless he has a child we don't know about, then it would make sense that RWBY is his daughter. Comment section, if anybody watches this, might hate me for that, but, like, that's all I can get from it. It makes sense. I think it makes sense, at least. Okay, here. Shame. He's ashamed of his semblance. He's ashamed of his powers. Sorrow. He drinks away all his sorrow, that's why. He's always drunk. They made that remark in Volume 3, all that. Yeah, So that's because of his semblance. And Rain, he can't really bring joy and good fortune because he's just a living bad luck charm. So, on every day you need the light. So, any day you need help, you need a sun. On a rainy day, he cannot deliver that wish because all he could do is add the lightning and thunder. Okay. This one here, he's talking about wishing that one day in his life he could have fortune, he could have good fortune, whether it be for him or for family members. Which it seems like every day of his life has been bad and misfortune. And which ties into this line, bane is what I am to every life. Basically, he's saying that he just ruins everyone's life if he's near them. Which would make sense if Ruby's his daughter, he would give her to Ty. Sorry. Okay. We're just gonna skip over... We're just gonna skip over this. Okay, here's the bridge. Okay. A guaranteed catastrophe. He's saying wherever he is, whatever he's doing, catastrophe or something bad is bound to follow after him whenever he's near someone. A tear that's bound to fall. I'd say probably what this line's talking about is misfortune. Usually if something bad happens, you're gonna end up shedding a tear or two. So it's talking about a tear that is bound to fall whenever he's around because of the bad things he'll bring. A sure train wreck that you'll soon regret the day I came to call. So what it's talking about here, a sure train wreck, what you'll soon regret. Basically it's saying, regretting bringing him into your life and the day he came to call you into his life, I suppose. But this is talking about just letting him into your life in general is a mistake. And then here we got the chorus again, which we've already talked about. So yeah. So I hope you liked that video. I didn't really have time to write a script for this one. I've been busy with a lot of other stuff. And I had no time to edit or anything like that. So I hope you still enjoy it. But whatever you think of it, just leave comments, subscribe, like the video. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make better videos in the future, don't worry, I'll figure out how to edit. But until next time, I will see you guys later.